Hello, this is Reba Hot Rose here, coming to you live. Well, sorry I'm a little bit late. I had to take, I had to just take care of something right quick. But with all that's happening and everything going on in current events, we need to pay attention to the small details, the little actions, the little things that take into account a person's character after a tragic event. Does someone call the widow up and tell her how sorry they are about their loss? One person did. Biden. The little things like that tells you the character of a true human being. Everyone thinks that not everyone. It's like some of the people I'm running across thinks it's a good idea to have a dictator in office. Tell that to a lot of people who died because of dictators. And those who are glorifying dictators need to relearn their history, the true history, not those that are written by one side, but read what's written by the other. The victims for the truth. History has that we don't want to repeat on another Hitler. We do not want people deciding private lives of citizens. A government is there to protect the people and serve the people, not be their rulers, not to dictate what we do with our bodies, not to dictate what we do in our personal lives, unless it harms someone else. Now, there's the exception. Now it seems like they want to add theology into it. We have separation of church and state for a reason. Not everyone believes the same way. We should respect that. Instead of trying to force people to change, it's a choice in what to believe. We have no right to force people to believe in the way we do. We have no right to dictate other people's behaviors because we cannot control people. It's all about power and control. I see similarities between Trump and Lex Luthor. I see very much similar, except at least Lex Luthor's useful. But greed and power, it corrupts. And those who are corrupted by it do anything they can to stay holding of it. Pay attention. There's those who lived during Hitler that are still alive today. And they recognize a dictator. They recognize Trump as a wannabe one. Listen to their stories. They lived through it. They know. We were put on this planet to I believe to help each other, not to fight, not to kill each other, and definitely supposed to help each other and take care of the planet we live on. I can feel every negative. I can feel the negative energy. I can feel it. That's why I haven't been probably being my best because I can't control how it affects me. I'm trying to keep hope. Hope is strong when we have it. We have faith, hope, and love. I grew up in church and go to further on. I grew up as a Baptist, not only that, of evangelical Baptist. And I've always went a little bit on my own way. And never once did I believe what a lot of that. Some of it I did believe until I learned better. The reason a lot of people don't want you to be educated so they can control you easy. Educated are harder to control, harder to manipulate. That's why a lot of them want to ban the books. That's why a lot of them want to burn the books. They don't want, they want to control you, to manipulate. And an educated person is harder to manipulate. That's why they hate questions. Because they don't have the answers. They just make it up as they go so they can keep control. Isn't that what a narcissist does? To those who do defect from the way they were programmed before. It's hard to stand your ground. But don't be fooled by JFK. Don't be fooled by a third party. Until we can come together, which we will not because there's too many differences of beliefs. We don't want to take away from Biden because this we don't want no one associated with a dictator in office. And we women want Roe versus Wade back. Women are in danger because certain men don't want any responsibility for their actions. You could tell by the way that they people are getting away with rape, even though the woman ain't responsible for that. I know some men get raped by women. I know that too. The party who does the rape needs to be held accountable. I see so many Democrats saying and actually saying demanding that violence isn't going to solve the answer. And guess who did the shooting? It wasn't a Democrat. Anger has poisoned people's minds. That ain't the answer. There's another way. Vote. I know sometimes it's hard to. the easiest way is to get rid of the problem. That's the easiest road to take, and we need to take the harder road. It's easy to believe that things will get solved if this person was gone. No, that'll make you just like the person you're trying to speak against. It makes you just like them, full of hatred, full of power, corrupted. I've been having a tough time sleeping at night. I sleep during the day. This world's got me so messed up. This world's so fucked up sometimes. And I'm not going to apologize for saying it. I'm stopping apologizing for being who I am. I speak up. I speak out, and I don't want anyone associated with MAGA near me because of what they stand for. Democrats ain't the problem. It's those who want to take people's rights away. We have no right to tell others how they live their life, or to be this way or that way. No. We're here to support and love and care for one another. People, loving someone means less control. No control. At all. If you want to control them, you don't love them. I learned to lessen control. I learned to let go of what I thought it should be. It's scary. It's scary not to be in control of things. But loving someone, you love them for who they are. Not for what you think you can make them or turn them into. That shouldn't be the goal, is to change someone. You should love the person they are, their heart, the soul, their being. That's what love is. Not the body. That's lust. It never lasts until the next prettiest thing comes along. Something shiny and new. And discipline is a part of life. And being able to wait. And patient in the process, I've learned. Keep my mind preoccupied. And we got bigger things to worry about and fight. Oh. We gotta fight to live. You know? Even fight. If some people want to live the way they choose to, let them. But you can always confront them and ask them, or if they want to do better, if they want them to do better, you can just appeal to them. But we cannot control them. Like when it's like when when people have what are those come to Jesus moment, or what's it called when their friends and family members confront them? God, I forgot. I mean, people can confront intervention. That's what it's called. You can plan an intervention for the people you love. You just got to give them an option. Let them fight. Be there and encourage them to fight. That's all you can do. Is encourage, be there. It's got to be their decision. Can't force them. You can't push them. That might push them to do the opposite. And suicide's at a high rate as it is. And people's minds only take so much. I've seen a lot of hateful stuff online, a lot of bullying, a lot of all that. I've been on the end a couple times. I've been trying just to hold conversations and not mean anything or mean to hurt somebody. That's why I stay away from certain people so I don't have to walk on eggshells. If I can't be myself around those people, then I stay away. Because I want to be myself around the people, my chosen family. And if they can't handle me, then I don't need to be around them. It's a protection thing, too. I gotta be able to feel safe to be me as well. I try to make it safe for others to be them as much as I can. I also suffer from PTSD, but no one ever gets to know that part of me either. No, I'm always the bad guy. I'm always the one that started things, even though it was just to start a conversation. I'm over it by now. I'm over that situation. But I learned very quick who my friends were. My real friends would have stood up for me, would have defended me, and would have not begged me to apologize to what? For being myself. That defines a friend. A real friend would defend you for being a blunt person. I like some blunt people. But I never make other people feel inferior. If and when I do, I expect people to confront me on it. I'll accept it. I will apologize for it and grow from it and learn. That's the way relationships should work. But it doesn't. A lot of people can't handle it. This world is crazy. I like I like getting all this off my chest. It helps. It really does. Should I do topics each week until the Masked Singer comes on? I'm gonna think about how I'm gonna do the Masked Singer this time. I'm gonna have to see if Roku TV has a channel, Fox 8 or something. I'll figure it out so I can do it in here. And we're having problems that only we're keeping to ourselves for the time moment. It's not been easy since my dad passed. It'll be 2 years. September the 1st, it'll be 2 years. It's in 2 months. It's been hard. We didn't know how much we relied on him until he's gone. Cherish those who love you for you. But I refuse to believe that hate is the true nature of people. Hate is taught. That's not their true nature. Our true nature is love. Maggots want to hate. They've been hurt. But violence don't solve anything. It leads to more chaos, more damage, more wreckage. The only thing that heals is love. Real love heals. It hopes. Dreams for a better place. You can be, I'd say you can be book smart and completely dumb at the same time. If you can't see beyond the scope of books to a human's heart, you're missing out on wisdom. And wisdom is what this world needs. It's beyond the scope of just book learning. Empathy, learn to read a room, and stuff like that. We all don't know everything. There's always room to learn to grow. I don't think no one stops learning or growing unless they refuse to grow. Education, along with wisdom, is needed. Wisdom to see beyond. I'm not here to put people down or to make people feel inferior. It's not my responsibility to make others feel better. I just do that because I choose to want to help others feel better about themselves. But it's up to that person to fight their feelings, to fight their beliefs in themselves. Like it's my responsibility for me to fight my beliefs about myself, to fight my feelings of being inferior. And it hurts when others bring up insecurities. It really does. It's not something that you can hide. But it's up to us to decide how to react to it. we're worth we're worthy whether we believe we are or not. I love this one quote from Wonder Woman. She told Ares, "It's not about love. It's not about perfect or something. It's about love or something to that extent." No, 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 no. It's not about deserve. It's not about deserving. Ares was battling the human world like the humans didn't deserve to be saved, didn't deserve to live. Because some choose war and violence over and over again. And Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, I love that she said this. It's not about deserve, it's about love. Love is the answer. You can hate their ways. You're allowed to hate a person's ways. It doesn't mean you have to go down their path. There are always other choices. Good evening, Asher. Hey, I'm kind of out of it today. How are you? Ooh, I got a gnat in here. They're bothersome. Trying to. Uh, I was watching before this. I was I'm hanging in there. I was actually watching the part of Zack Snyder's Justice League before starting. It's a 4 hour long movie. I think the short version, but the longer one, you get more of an understanding, I guess. It does drag on though. If I can forgive the guy who played Flash in this movie, people do mess up. Don't we? When we want grace for our mistakes? When we didn't mean to cause such problems? I mean, good jury persecution is not on us. karma handles that. I don't like how online like cancel culture is going. It's getting carried away. If we if someone mistakes one time and they lose their job over it, over one mistake or missaid one thing, shouldn't they be allowed to shouldn't they be allowed to earn back the trust of the community? I mean, come on. I know some things are hard to forgive. I'm talking about the minor things, like if someone accidentally said something that they didn't mean, they should be allowed to earn back the trust. So I'm a little bit out of it. There's so much hate in the world. We don't need no more hate. It's exhausting. It's draining. It hurts you more than it does anyone else. That's current events. I've forgiven a lot of them. That there's a bunch of people I've already forgiven that they don't know I forgave. That's why I try to stay in my lane and worry about my own self for the time being instead of trying to mess things up again and again and again. I don't hate anyone. I hate people's actions. You can hate their actions all you want. Just don't hate them enough to hurt anything. You can. It's like loving a person, hating the sin. Except this case, you hate the actions, but love the person. But I wouldn't say love. I would not say I. You are allowed not to like somebody, but hating and jailing is just to me not right. I'm gonna see if I can drink a little bit more. We have a little bit. Yeah, it has caffeine in it. Well, I guess I'll turn off for tonight. This night. I'm gonna finish watching Zack Snyder's Justice League. I'll come back next week and maybe talk about another topic until September when the Masked Singer comes back on. I'll be covering that too. Ciao for now. Good night.